Dear conference participants, for Azerbaijan, proud of its history, it's a short period of time, 25 years, but in this period we were rich with significant events, domestic and foreign challenges emanating from geopolitical and geoeconomic interests and challenging political and social developments. Despite these problems, the people of Azerbaijan have been able to protect and strengthen independence and has made significant achievements. And behind these achievements, a very important factor is the fact that the correct identification and implementation of the foreign policy strategy of Azerbaijan. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, said that successful national development and ensuring of our own economic independence in recent years allows us to take a more decisive stance in the international arena and defend our interests. The foreign policy plays an extremely important role in the economic, political, and social life of any nation. So the national leader, Haydar Aliyev, he said that our diplomatic activities should be guided by the national interest, the restoration of our territorial integrity, the participation in the global and regional projects and the work of international organizations, protection of national security and the link between the national and international security, using international opportunities flexibly to have the scientific, cultural, and humanitarian exchanges with foreign countries, the forecasting and prevention of domestic and external challenges and threats. Based on this, despite a difficult geopolitical situation and regional instability, Azerbaijan was able to form a strong foreign policy, neutralized the threats, and did not allow Azerbaijan to become a realm of the conflict of geopolitical interests, and made Azerbaijan a country which praises and attached importance to global and democratic values. We should specifically point out that the foreign policy of the Republic of Azerbaijan is the expression of the principal position and political will of Azerbaijan, along with which it plays a role of a very important partner in international relations. From this point of view, one of the priority dimensions of foreign policy and identification of their priorities has always played an important role for Azerbaijan. The President Ilham Aliyev spoke about, when speaking about the importance of foreign policy and of the multivectoral foreign policy of Azerbaijan, he said, our goal is to become a developed country, restore our territorial integrity, and provide for a prosperous life to the people of Azerbaijan for a long time to come. We have a policy grounded in this elaborate concept of domestic policy, economic policy, social policy, defense policy, and foreign policy. The conflicts that are grounded in these geopolitical and geoeconomic interests continue to affect our foreign policy. The foreign policy of Azerbaijan, founded by the national leader Heydar Aliyev and continued now by the President Ilham Aliyev, is to find a correct combination between this political, economic, and social interest of Azerbaijan, and taking into account also the interests of our partners. Azerbaijan, as President Ilham Aliyev said, that Azerbaijan's foreign policy is a continuation of its domestic policy. So from this point of view, it's important to have the consolidation of the nation around this foreign policy and the promotion of the idea of Azerbaijanism, and based on the promotion of domestic stability and to have a stronger resilience against these foreign threats and variability, abiding by democratic principles, and finally the unity between the people and the government of Azerbaijan are the principal factors in the success of the foreign policy of Azerbaijan. The constructive and pragmatic foreign policy of the Republic of Azerbaijan leads to based on the principle of legal equality and the reciprocal respect and the interests of partners. Azerbaijan always pays attention to these principles and ensures the bilateral relations from becoming a hostage to the interests of the third parties. Multivectorial foreign policy of Azerbaijan has been able to protect to benefit from relations from all countries and coalitions. Multivectorial foreign policy has been able to protect ourselves from various threats in significant degree, preserve domestic stability, and to have partnership relations with many countries of the world on an equal footing. As Azerbaijan president said, that our approach is that we have a goodwill policy and we are opening for deepening our cooperation in all areas. Of course, these relations should be based on the reciprocal respect and non-interference in the domestic policy of each other. This is based on a pragmatic thinking. From one hand, the neutralization of challenges and to preserve the political identity of Azerbaijan, which is based on our geographical position, the history, culture, religion, and so on, and coordinate this in our foreign policy. For example, Azerbaijan geographically is part of the European continent and continues to cooperate in the political and economic platforms within Europe. And our traditions are based on the democratic traditions of the West. Also, Azerbaijan is a member of the Organization for Security Cooperation in Europe, EU, NATO, Council of Europe, NATO, and is interested to cooperate with the European Union and the anti-terror coalition, but is also open to the productive and mutually beneficial cooperation with other coalitions. Azerbaijan is also a Turkic-speaking country. From the point of view of this language and cultural ties, Azerbaijan is an integral part of this Turkic world. So, Azerbaijan is also promotes and is one of the founders of the Turkic Council of the countries that are located in the center of the Eurasian continent. Azerbaijan is also Islamic state. So, from this point of view, we want to deepen our cooperation with countries of the Western Asia, Middle East, and North Africa, and Azerbaijan is a member of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and deepening our cooperation in this realm is one of the priorities of Azerbaijan's foreign policy. Azerbaijan is also a member of the Commonwealth of Independent States, except for Armenia. Azerbaijan is ready to promote political and economic and humanitarian ties with all countries members of this Commonwealth. In parallel, Azerbaijan is a member of the other blocs like of Guam, of Eurasian Economic Union, and cooperation with countries who are members of the Eurasian Economic Union and Custom Union, except for Armenia. At the same time, our geographical and economic position allows us to cooperate with the Circumcaspian countries, Black Sea Economic Cooperation Organization, with countries of the Grand Silk Road and the Greater Middle East. So, the Azerbaijan strategic situation of Azerbaijan across all of this dimension, and the fact that Azerbaijan is a direct or indirect contact with all these platforms, and Azerbaijan has used these opportunities. And of course, geopolitical and geo-economic conflict of interest that is happening in all these regions that affects Azerbaijan's foreign policy, as well as the implementation of transnational projects and initiatives. And requires us to be even a bit more resolute and resilient in pursuing our foreign policy. So, and as a result of this, Azerbaijan in 2011 became a full-fledged member of the non-aligned movement, which allows us to pursue multivectoral and balanced foreign policy to avoid conflict of interest between the centers of power and not to align with any unions and alliances. Large-scale economic transportation and logistic projects along the south, north, and east-west axis are being implemented with participation of Azerbaijan and lays the groundwork for the future economic development and stability in Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijan has a pragmatic foreign policy based on national interests, based on the priorities identified by the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, for our diplomatic and foreign policy. So I would like also to conclude with this verse of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan. The people of Azerbaijan define their fate themselves. And that means the protection of our sovereignty, and this is the main factor for our democratic development. And in order to reach the strategic objectives, Azerbaijan has a great potential. The political will, strong will of the political leadership, the unity between the people and the government, effective domestic and foreign policy, and strong economic and intellectual potential of the country. Thank you for your attention.